Okay, statistics is being part of your everyday life. So let's look at one example. Let's say that you have invited friends for a party, and then you realize that you have mixed some juice for your friends, and you realize that there was only half full in the jar. So your first question will be, how much juice is left for your friends? Is it enough till the end of the party? So you have a couple of questions that you would like to address just with the amount of juice that is left in the jug. So what do you usually do the next step? Usually you measure them. So you measure the juice that is left using a standard tool. So usually if we want to measure juice or liquid, what do? We use a cylinder to know how much juice that we have left. So we use a cylinder that is a standardized tool, and you pour them in and you measure how much juice that you have left. So after that you will get a number because you use a cylinder to measure it. So now you know that you have 5 liters left. So with that number you can actually calculate if the juice is enough or you need to mix more. So what you can do is, if a person drinks 1 liter with 4 persons in the party, we can calculate the sufficiency of the juice. So based on the calculation, we can assure the water in the jug is sufficient because we have 4 people, you have 5 liters. So if one person drinks 1 liter throughout the party, you still have balance. So it is sufficient. So based on the calculation, what you can do is you can stop worrying and enjoy the party. So this is a point of an analogy that I would like to highlight in your how statistics is similar. What is the concept of statistics? So how is that example relates to statistics? Okay, so the first thing, friends, is actually the group of information, people that you want to study in statistics. The juice is actually the information that you want to gather. So in statistics, that is your variable. So you are interested into knowing whether information about this particular variable. So that is where you have the research question. Is it enough till the end of the party? So you are asking question to determine about the needed variable. And then you move on to, when you measure the juice, you are actually trying to identify the measurement of the variable. You are trying to measure the variable. Okay, so in statistics, you do not have the standard tools like you don't have a cylinder to measure the information. So you need to categorize the information. So that is what we mean by level of measurement. So this level of measurement, once you get a value, it actually tells you about the level of measurement that you have for the particular information. So here we had 5 liters. So that is actually the information about the variable. So what do we have next? So with that value of the information, you already know what is the nature of the information that you have. You have a number, you have 5 liters. So that number you can actually use to calculate because that is numerical value. So once you calculate, you can use mathematical operation to calculate how much juice is left or how much information or what this information tells about a particular situation. Then what you can do is, with this information, you can actually make conclusion about your question or make conclusion about your situation, your phenomenon. So basically you have evidences to support your findings. So that is how an overview of how statistics is related to your everyday life. So basically you use the information to make conclusions. So in this context, you are using the information but in a very systematic way in order to answer your questions.